This morning, I want to talk about how to calm down when you're bipolar, or how to stop a bipolar spinning cycle. And bipolar spinning is a term I call it, and I'm not sure what the most accurate term for it is in psycho talk. Yesterday, I got on YouTube and I did a search for how to calm down when you're bipolar, or bipolar spinning, or how to stop a bipolar spinning cycle, and how to calm down. And I couldn't find anything. And I did find a handful of YouTube channels from psychotherapists and counselors on bipolar disorder describing the symptoms of bipolar 1 and talking about what a manic episode looked like, and different things like that. But there's no content, hardly any content, from people that actually have bipolar disorder, who know what it actually feels like, not just from an outsider looking in, but from someone who's experienced it. And one of the things that frustrates me most with having bipolar disorder is the advice I get from people who don't actually live with it. It's the same kind of, if you have any issue in your life, whether it be alcoholism or binge eating, or I don't know, I can think of a million different things that you might struggle with, diabetes, and somebody who doesn't live with it is giving you advice on how to manage it, it's not received the same way, because they don't actually know what it feels like. They're giving you advice on how they would deal with it without actually knowing what your symptoms feel like. And to be honest with you, over the years, I've had people try to tell me I just label myself with bipolar disorder, that they minimize my diagnosis as if it doesn't exist. I am high functioning. I have bipolar 1, but I'm very self-aware of my diagnosis, and I do a lot to actively manage it. I have a good support system. I practice meditation, I exercise, I use mindfulness, and I've been to a lot of counseling. So I have a lot of tools that I use to manage it. But when I'm in that bipolar spin cycle, I get really frustrated, because I'm almost 49 years old, and I've tried to find the secret to curing my bipolar disorder so I can just go through my life without these spin cycles. Like, I get really angry with myself when I can't regulate and manage my emotions. And when I get in this spin cycle, it's hard to stop the spinning. And if you don't, your bipolar cycling, your up-down manic depressive cycling, can go on for weeks and disrupt your entire life. You can have days and days of being non-productive because you can't get your emotions in control. So that's what I want to talk about: how to calm yourself down when you're bipolar, how to stop a bipolar spinning cycle. And I don't know that there's a term for this medically, but anybody that has bipolar disorder knows what it's like to have this frantic fight or flight cycle where you're just spinning and you can't get your emotions regulated. So for me, this is what I wrote down. First of all, prevention, being proactive is better than trying to cure the spin. In other words, if you know anything about pain management, if you wait to take a medication for pain until the pain is unbearable, it's hard to manage and keep that pain in check. But if you take pain medication like after you've had a C-section or surgery, right when the epidural or pain relief wears off, the anesthesia, and stay on it and don't let the pain escalate, you can keep your pain manageable. So for bipolar, for me, the first step is to try to keep these bipolar spinning cycles from happening in the first place. It's easier to prevent them than to manage them once you get in them. And for me, what I do to keep my mood stable is keep my life consistent. We are very sensitive to changes, little changes. Social media posts, little tiny things, little things that affect our routine, other people's emotions, other people's problems, little tiny things affect us. So for me, the big 3 things are: keep your sleep schedule consistent. Get up at the same time every morning, no matter what. And that also means try to go to bed at the same time, because it's hard to get up in the morning if you don't go to bed early. 2, eat a healthy diet. For me, carbs, and I do the ketogenic diet. So I don't necessarily think people need the ketogenic diet. I think there's a lot of scientific evidence that it helps with bipolar disorder. I do have one blog post on my blog about it, and I'm eventually going to write more. But for me, eating a consistent diet is more important than being keto. Having your carbs consistent so you're not having spikes in your blood sugar and which affect your mood. So for me, eating something, having a consistent eating schedule. When I eat carbs, they tend to throw me into a bigger spin. And I also crave carbs when I'm under stress. So they go hand in hand. I crave the carbs, I eat the carbs, they make me spin. I crave the carbs some more. So I try to manage my carb intake and eat the same level of carbs consistently. And when I get that off track, things in my life get off track. Exercise is my third thing. So when I woke up this morning, I was trying to get a bipolar spin that started yesterday in control. And I meditated, and I was going to start my day because I know that the sooner I get goals and things accomplished, that I'm making forward progress on getting things done, when I'm unburying myself, that I'm happier. But I can't get anything done when I'm in a bipolar spin. So this morning I said, I know what works. Eating good breakfast, exercise, and my habits, my 3 habits that I talked about earlier. So I didn't feel like it today, but I did it. I went for a walk for 30 minutes and I exercised, and it really calmed me down. And then I decided I'm making this video because making this content, writing my thoughts out, videoing my thoughts helped me to calm down. So that's the main things for me. My sleep, my eating, and my exercise need to be consistent to keep my mood stable. The other things that help me prevent the bipolar spinning is staying around emotionally stable people. And if you have bipolar disorder or you are an empath, you are going to attract emotionally unstable people. And for me, a lot of that is because I have a lot of compassion for people with mental health issues, and I want to help them, and I find myself attracting people because of my sensitivities. And emotionally unstable people, their energy rubs off on me and they make me unstable. So I have to sometimes pull back from people that have mental health issues, even though I'm soft-hearted, I love you, and I care about you, but I have to keep some boundaries to keep my own mental health stable. So avoiding mentally emotionally unstable people is a good tool for me to keep my own bipolar in control. And I also wrote, listen to your instincts and intuition, because this has been a repeated problem in my life with bipolar. My intuitions and instincts say, no, 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 don't take this monkey on, don't take this problem on, this is their problem, not your problem, don't do it. And I immediately do what I say I'm not going to do, and I help the monkey. I help the person because I'm a caring person and I want to help people. So I'm putting this for myself. Next time you have a bipolar spin, remember to listen to your instincts. And as hard as it is to set boundaries with people, you need to listen to your instincts and do it, because when you don't, those people cause you to spin. The other things I wrote down for myself when you're actually in the spin. So those are the things I do to keep myself from spinning. But you know, I've tried. I've never gone a year. I don't think I've gone 3 months without having a bipolar spin cycle. So, you know, my next 90-day transformation, one of my goals is going to be to not have a bipolar mood cycle during that 90 days. And I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to try. So when I get in a bipolar spin, this is what I do that helps me calm down and break through and get out of it. First things first, you can't calm down when you're tired. You can't fix this cycle when you're overtired. And when you're over emotional, a lot of times it's related to sleep. If you've ever watched a baby get overtired and how cranky and emotional they get, every baby has different things they need to calm themselves and get to sleep. And some babies need you to pat them and calm them till they sleep. And some babies, that'll drive them crazy. And you have to just put them down in their bed, in their crib, and let them cry and self-soothe. And you know you best. So whatever calms you is what you should do. People are different. Some people need to talk and talk those emotions out, and some people need you to get the hell away from them and let them internally calm down. So whatever works for you, use that. For me, when I start getting spinny, I need to get a nap. I need to get some sleep. I remember this from childhood when the principal would take me to the office because I was being bipolar at 6 or 7 or 8, I don't remember. My dad would tell him to make her take a nap. So I know that when my emotions get out of whack, that a lot of times I need to sleep. So when I'm having a bipolar spin cycle, I get some sleep. And if I can't sleep, I drink some calming tea. I have a Benadryl. And you know, if I actually start having a lot of problems with this, I will call my doctor and get something to help me sleep. But I haven't needed a sleep aid in many years. So for me, usually relaxation music, a bath, and some Benadryl and tea helps me to fall asleep. So I go to sleep, and it usually helps me to break that cycle. And when I wake up, I feel better. Some other things I do when I need to calm down and I can't, I meditate. And sometimes the meditation doesn't work because if your mind is frantic and frenzied, it's hard to get into a calm state to meditate. So when the meditation doesn't work, I do some things for me. I go take a bath, or I go for a walk, or my biggest tool is to listen to an audio book or listen to a YouTube video that calms me. And I happen to like Jordan Peterson a lot, so sometimes when I can't calm down, I'll go watch one of his videos or read one of his something from one of his books. But it doesn't matter who you read, somebody that calms you down. I think church services and sermons accomplish the same purpose. So whatever calms you down, I highly encourage you to, like this morning, I was still spinning from yesterday. So I got up, I took a shower, I went for a walk and listened to a book, and then I exercised. And by the time I was done with that, I was much calmer. So you have to stop the cycle. You can't let it keep escalating because it will get worse and worse and worse, and then your bipolar will be completely unmanageable. So get some rest. If you can't sleep, go for a walk and read or listen to an audiobook or read a book. Watch a YouTube video that calms you or something, TED Talks, anything that gets your mind focused on something else besides the spinning. Watch this video. That's my plan for the next time I have a bipolar spin out, to come back and watch my own video and calm myself down with my own words. And the last thing I wrote down for myself, if you want to stop yourself from having a bipolar spin, you have to start over with your habits, because the habits are what keep you stable, your daily habits. So I started over today, and it's not the first time I've started over. I made my bed, I did a load of laundry, and I cleaned the kitchen, and I exercised. That's what I try to do each day. I make my bed, meditate, take a shower, meditate, exercise, and do a load of laundry and go to bed with my kitchen clean. So that's what I'm getting back to, because those are the things that keep me stable. And I'm going to keep making these videos as often as I feel inspired to, because making them helps me to calm down and helps me to be more productive and keeps me on track with my own goals. So hopefully these videos help other people to calm down too. But if they don't, I'm getting a lot out of it because they help me. So I'm putting this video up today, and I'm really hoping that some bipolar friends find me. I genuinely believe in the law of attraction, and I'm trying to attract people to this channel that have bipolar disorder and are actively seeking to manage it better and use tools and resources to manage their emotions and manage them better. So this is my video for today. I don't know when I'll post the next one, but thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, please click the like button. That means a lot to me. It lets me know that I'm helping. And if you have bipolar disorder, please subscribe to this channel, because I am trying to grow it with people like me, people who get me, people who relate with me, and people who want to work on managing their mood disorder with someone who gets it. So thanks again. I will talk to you again when I make a new video.